Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to discuss the JEE mains, the previous questions of an important topic, self-induction, self-inductance. Okay. So we know that self-inductance is a property of the coil which opposes change in current. Change in current means DI. It opposes change in current, not current. So the property which opposes current is resistance. The property which opposes change in current is inductance or self-inductance, denoted by capital L. Or you can also say that it opposes change in magnetic flux. Okay. Next, we know that the self-inductance of the coil depends on the area of cross-section, its length, the number of turns, and the medium along the axis of the coil. Okay. Now, the formula for self-inductance is mu naught n square A by L or mu naught small n square A by L. What is small n? Turn density, number of turns per unit length. So the self-inductance is proportional to length if number of turns per unit length is constant, or inversely proportional to length if number of turns remains constant. Okay. So the energy stored inductor is half Li square. Okay. This energy is in the form of magnetic field. Okay. So when current is passing through solenoid, it produces a magnetic field. The energy is stored in the form of magnetic field. Now the EMF across the inductor, or is also called self-induced EMF, is E is equal to minus L di by dt. This is a self-induced EMF. So these are the formulas we come across the self-inductance. Okay. So now look at the previous JEE question. Three inductors L1, L2, L3 are connected in parallel, because when potential difference is same across the three, they are parallel. So the self-inductance or inductance function is similar to that of resistance. We can use the formula 1 by L is equal to 1 by L1 plus 1 by L2 plus 1 by L3, and by applying this formula we can calculate effective inductance between A and D. Here they are, all the three are parallel. They are parallel. Okay. Next one. Look at, when current in a coil changes from 5 ampere to 2 ampere in 0.1 second, the average voltage developed across inductor is 50 volts. What is the self-inductance of the coil? This is a question given in online mode 2015. It is a straightforward formula oriented problem. That is, we know that EMF E is equal to minus L di by dt, and substitute the initial current, final current, time, you will get L value as 1.67 Henry. Next one. Look at this one. This is a little bit tricky one. The coefficients of self-induction of two coils are in the 8 milliamp Henry and 2 millihenry. That is, L1 by L2 is 8 by 2 given. The current rises in the two coils at the same rate. That means di1 by dt is equal to di2 by dt. The rate of change of current is same. The power given to the two coils at any instant is same. The power P1 is equal to power P2. What is power? The product of current and voltage across the inductor is same. Okay. So let us solve. So these are the condition given. We have to find the ratio of energy stored. Let us find out this. So L1 by L2 is given. di1 by dt is equal to di2 by dt. Power is same. When power is same, I1 V1 is equal to I2 V2. What is V1? Voltage across the inductor is L di by dt. Of course minus, but magnitude if you take L di by dt. It is equal to I2 L2 di by di2 by dt. So from this we'll get I2 by I1 is equal to L2 by L1. Then the energy stored is, we know the energy formula is half Li square. Then apply this, the formula, you will get 1:4. Next one. Okay, look at this one. The self-induced EMF of a coil is 25 volts when the current in it changed at uniform rate 10 ampere to 25 ampere in 1 second. Then you have to find change in the energy of the inductance. Change in energy. Look at this one. So we know that L di by dt is equal to 25 volts. Of course, magnitude is L di by dt. From that, you can find L value as 5 by 3 Henry. Then change in energy delta E is equal to half L I2 square minus I1 square, and you substitute, you will get change in energy is 431.5 joules. Okay. Look at this one. When current changes from +2 to -2 in 0.05 seconds, an EMF of 8 volts induced across the coil. Then the coefficient of self-induction of the coil. Of course, the similar problem already we solved earlier. The basic formula is E is equal to minus L di by dt. Okay. And substitute, the final current is -2, initial current is +2. From that, you will get inductance is 0.1 Henry. Look at this one. Here, the copper wire is wound on a wooden frame whose shape is that of equilateral triangle. If the linear dimension of each side of the frame is increased by factor 3, keeping the number of turns per unit length, this is turn density, small n. The number of turns per unit length is constant, turn density is constant. Okay. Then the self-inductance of the new coil. Okay. The self-inductance, just you can see the side of this equilateral triangle is L. Now, so look at this one. We know that self-inductance capital L is equal to mu naught n square A by small l. Yes, small l is length. Okay. So in initial case, the length is 3L, the total length of this frame. Okay. And each side is increased by 3L. The total length is 9L. If the number of turns remains constant, self-inductance is proportional to length. So the self-inductance in second case is 3 times the self-inductance in first case. So look at here. Here there are two statements are given. The self-inductance of a long solenoid of length L is mu naught n square pi r square by L, and the magnetic induction along the solenoid is mu naught Ni by small. Here L is length. Okay. So you have to check these two statements are correct or true, whether the second one is explaining the first one. Okay. Now look at this one. Okay. We know that according to Ampere's formula, the magnetic field along the axis of a solenoid is mu naught Ni by L, where N is total number of turns and L is length. Okay. And we know that the total flux pi is equal to NBA, where N is the total number of turns, B is the magnetic field along this axis, A is the area of cross section. So pi is equal to Li. Okay. Now substitute B value, you will get the self-inductance L is equal to mu naught n square pi r square, area of cross section, by L. Okay, so the statement B is correct. Look at this one. The total number of turns and cross section area of solenoid is fixed. However, its length is varied by adjusting the separation between the windings, and the self-inductance of solenoid will be proportional to. Okay. So here just look at. We know that the self-inductance capital L is equal to mu naught n square A by L. Here, if number of turns constant, okay, the self-inductance L is proportional to 1 by L, that is inversely proportional to length, inversely proportional, that is B is correct. Okay. If turn density remains constant, that is L is equal to mu naught n square A by L. If turn density remains constant, then self-inductance is proportional to L. So you have to be very careful whether number of turns remains constant or turn density remains constant. Okay. So these are the problems related to self-induction. In the next video, we will discuss one more topic related to the previous questions of JEE Main. Thank you.